Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my end of March, beginning of April rolling 10 Project Pan update. It's so good to be back, so good to see you all. I'm so excited to do this update. It has been such a good month of using products and I've just been on a roll. I've just been really loving it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I have enjoyed using these products this past month. I did get a new camera, so it might look a little different. We're trying it out. We shall see. We shall see. Anyways, let's jump right into the products. So the first product that I have is my Dr. Brandt No More Baggage. I used this product 23 times in March, and you can see there is the slightest difference in weight, but I think that's just because most of the weight is from the packaging. So I am so close to finishing this. You can see how flat it is. I will finish this within 1 to 2 months. I just know it. I can't believe how close I actually am. It's really hard to squeeze out now. Yeah, I'm really excited to finish this one. This product has been a long time coming, so not done with it yet, but so close. The next product I have is my Tati LOC Shadow Stick. I'm really close. Let me see if I can. I used this product 30 times in March, and I am really close to my original goal, which is getting down to the eye. My goal, of course, right now is getting down to the heart. So I would say I'm about halfway there. And this is a product that I actually don't mind using the whole year. I really like what I use it for, which is my Cupid's bow and my nose. And it's just really easy and convenient. And it's such a small little stick that I actually really like traveling with it. And it's really easy to just throw in my makeup bag. Can't wait to see how far I can get it down. I don't actually know where the shadow stops in the stick. It could be all the way to the end. It could be somewhere closer than that, but I do just want to get it close to finished up as I possibly can because it is quite old. Next up, I have my L'Oreal Air Volume Mascara. I used this 27 times in March and I actually finished it on the 29th, so cutting it super, super close, but it really just is completely dried up. You can see based on the weights how much product I used up in 1 month, and there is really almost nothing left in this. I was using it to the very, very ends of it. So I'm definitely happy to get this one out so I can roll more mascaras in because I have a ton of mascaras, but this one actually got better as it dried out. I feel like that is the case with most mascaras for me personally. I like them when they're a drier formula. With this one, I liked it a lot more when it was dried out. So happy to see it done. Probably will not repurchase it, but I liked it. It's an okay mascara. The next product I have is my NYX Bright Idea highlighter. You guys, I finally finished this highlighter. I finished it on the 30th, meaning I finished it 1 day before the end of the month. I used this 28 times in March, and when I tell you guys, I completely scraped everything out, but it is like empty. Empty. I am so proud of myself for finishing this. This has been a long time coming as well. I'm just so happy to have it done so I can move on to my other highlighters because I have so many freaking highlighters, you guys. And so, yeah, I'm really, really pumped to have it done. I do kind of miss it already. I mean, I've had this product for a couple of years and I've been using it every day for, I mean, at least 8 months. So once you get that used to a product, I think it's just second nature to miss it a little bit afterwards. Definitely not going to repurchase it. I know that I have other highlighters that I can use up and that I like just as much. So, and I don't even think they sell this anymore. So I can't even repurchase it if I want to, but I did really love it and I am kind of sad to see it go, but mostly I am just really, really proud of myself for finishing it. So that is the second product that I finished in March. The next product I have is my Maybelline Cheek Heat Blush. I used this 23 times in March, which is double the amount that I used it in February. I was just really in love with this blush in March. I really liked using it. I really liked layering it under other blushes. And I think that's kind of what tends to happen with me is once I get used to a product and used to what it looks like and it becomes a regular product in my rotation, I enjoy using it a lot more because I know what I can do with it. I know how it'll layer, and I end up really liking the looks that I can make with it once I figure out how to use it. So I'll probably end up using this a lot more in April. I don't really know what my usage is going to look like for the summer, just because it is a more cool toned spring kind of blush, and I like to wear a lot more orangey red blushes in the summer because it is warm out, you know, summery hues. But For right now, this is a really great blush for me, and I want to use it as much as I can before it is not a color that I'm going to want to use. I am slowly but surely getting through this. It is getting a little bit flatter, but I know that there's a lot more product in here, so just gonna keep pushing it on this blush and try to use it as much as I can. Next up is my Ciate Translucent powder. I used this a total of 28 times in March. Kind of same thing as February. I just really like using this. It's great under the eyes. I think it works really well. I really like the look of it. It's going to be a long time coming with this product. I just know it. I only need a little bit, and even though I used it 28 times, you can tell by the weight that it is not that different from where it was in February. So it's kind of one of those things where I just know that this is probably going to be a whole year product, which is fine by me because I know that I'm going to be able to use more of it in the summer. I don't mind traveling with it at all, and it is the smallest powder that I have that isn't a pressed powder. So yeah, I've been really enjoying it, and I can't wait to get even more usage on it. Next up, I have my Lime Crime Bushy Brow Pen in Auburn. I was really worried, obviously, from when I dyed my hair that I wouldn't be able to use this anymore, but I just use it in the tail of my brow instead of all over my brow, and that seems to work really well for me and my brows still. I think it's because I still have red hair. It's just lighter. But this one I thought I was going to be able to use up in this 1 month, and it's still kicking. It's still kicking it. And it's really hard with this product because it is a pen, so I don't really know how much product there is in it. So I don't know how long it's going to take me, but I know it eventually will dry out, and I think it is getting closer. It's just not quite there yet. So I definitely know that I'm going to be using this next month. I know that I'm just going to be surprised whenever I use this up because it is just going to dry up one day and I'm going to be like, oh, okay, it's done. But that is not today. So I'm going to keep using it, and we'll see. Hopefully it is next month, but I'm really liking it, and I don't really want to have to buy new brow products. When you have red hair or orange hair, natural or unnatural, it is really hard to find brow products that work. They're either too red if you have orange hair, too orange if you have red hair, they're too dark, they're too light, they look unnatural, they don't blend well. So finding something that works is hard to come by, and every time I change my hair, I have to change my eyebrows a little bit. And luckily, the last time I had, this is a total tangent, but last time I had bright orange hair, I used this NYX brow pencil, and I only used a little bit of it. It's this like really long pencil, and I only used a little bit of it, but I was like, you know what? I'm probably gonna have bright orange hair again at some point, so I should keep it. So last time I had bright orange hair was 2020, like January of 2020, I think is the last time I used it. But I knew, and I was right because that's the brow pencil that I'm using now, and I'm so glad I kept it because I would have had to go out and buy a new brow pencil, but I don't have to. I have a brow pencil that is the perfect shade for me and perfect shade for this hair color, so I'm really happy that I kept it. And that's like the worst type of positive reinforcement of like my wanting to keep everything. And so I'm kind of upset that it happened like that, but I'm really glad that I followed my gut and that I knew that I was going to have orange hair again. Even though it was a little over 2 years from when I had orange hair to when I had it again, I knew I was gonna have orange hair again someday. It is not my natural hair color, but it really does feel like my natural hair color. So I think that is why I knew, okay, I should probably keep it. I'm gonna end up using it. And I'm really, really happy that I did. So, tangent aside, very, very happy that I still have this. I will be also happy when I use it up. So next product is another product that I thought I was going to finish in March. This is my ColourPop Brow Gel in Clear. I really thought that I was so close to using this up, and I still think that I'm close to using this up. I used this 30 times in March, and there is a pretty big weight difference, so there was a lot more product in here than I thought. And I really thought I was going to be able to use it up before the end of the month, but there is just still product in here. I just used this brow gel on the front of my brows, like right here to kind of fluff up the front. And so I don't use that much of it, but I definitely still have more to use up. So this should be finished up within a month or two. That's my prediction on it anyway, but we shall see. The next product is my Softlips Orange Cranberry Lip Balm. I used this 30 times in March as well. I got a lot more usage on this than I thought, and there's a pretty big difference in weight versus the last month, and I wasn't expecting that. So it is really cool to see that. Knowing that, I feel like I'm going to get through this lip balm a lot quicker than I expected to, but for the meantime, it still is a really good springy scent, and I'm really glad that I rolled it in, and I'm going to keep using it. It will be nice too, as it gets sunnier out, that this has SPF, because you need SPF everywhere. All right, and the last product for my 10 from March is my Misha BB cream in the shade number 13. I did use this up. I was definitely expecting to use this up. I would have been so surprised if I did not use this up in March. I used this 16 times, so I finished it about halfway through the month, and that was actually more usage on it than I thought I was going to have. But I'm really glad I got this finished up. It just was getting much, much older, and I do have other products that I like. And it is definitely a wintry shade, so it was good to get it done before it gets warmer and before I have more of a tan. I probably will repurchase this one day. That's not right now. I do want to try other products and find other things that I like, but I do really love this BB cream. If you're looking for an affordable one that you can get on Amazon, definitely recommend this one. The shade range is kind of atrocious because it is obviously from a Korean beauty brand. So they're not really looking at shade ranges the same way that a US brand is going to. But if you do have fairer skin, they have a lot of shades and a lot of different undertones, which is nice for fairer skin, but unfortunately they do not have a good shade range otherwise. But I did finish this up. I got through almost 8 grams of this product, which is kind of surprising to me. You know, you don't really realize how much base product you're going to use. But yeah, really, really happy to have this done. Happy to move on to other things. And this makes my 3rd product that I got through in March. I'm already up to 8 products, which is crazy to me because I'm like a whole month ahead of schedule basically. And it doesn't seem like I'm slowing down anytime soon because I have products that I feel like I'm close to finishing. So that's awesome. Yeah, I'm making really good progress, which is always amazing. I think there's probably going to be a month sometime in this year that I don't get through anything or only get through one product, but so far I'm on a kind of a roll. I'm pretty proud of that, guys. I'm pretty happy with it. So now I can get into the products that I am rolling in for April to complete my 10. Okay, I'll put a picture of this one up, but this is the first one I'm rolling in. This, this little bit, it looks like so little product, but I promise you this will take a while. This is my Tarteist bronzer in the shade, I'm pretty sure. And it is my only like kind of contour bronzer. I did just order more from the Balm. I ordered a mini bronzer and a full-size bronzer, but I want to finish this one up so that I can use my other bronzers that I just bought, and also because it is rather old and I just want to get through my older products. I don't know how long this will take me to get through. I know that I've had this for a while and I've used it as my only bronzer for probably 2 years now. So I know that it takes a lot longer than it appears. So I'm interested to see how much time this little bit will take. And if you're wondering why it's out of the packaging, because I'll put a picture up of what the entire palette looks like, I really only used the bronzer and then one of the highlights. So I took them out and got rid of the rest of the shades and got rid of the packaging because the packaging itself was really bulky. And instead I just keep it in this little palette, which I think I showed in my palette collection. So it just kind of lives over here with some other depotted highlighters I have and some of my single shadows. So that's where it lives, and it's really easy to travel with because of that, because I just have to pick this palette up and go, and I have a highlight and some single shadows and a bronzer. The next product I have is replacing my mascara. This is the Lancome Lash Idole mascara. This is a miniature size of it. I am super excited to roll this one in because I think that I can actually get through this in 1 to 2 months, and I don't know, it feels good to be getting through my mascaras. This is the only mini that I have, so I want to get through this one. I'm excited to see how long this one will last. My last product is replacing the highlighter. This is the ColourPop Super Shock Highlight in Lunch Money. I got this back in 2017. All I know is I was living in a dorm still, so it's been a while. And so I wanted to get through it. It does have a fair bit of usage on it. You can see there's kind of a big dip in it, but it doesn't have complete pan yet. And I know that there's a lot more product in it. And it is a cream product, so I want to use it before it dries out or it goes off. I know that this one is going to be a little bit more of a transition for me. I am wearing it today. That's my highlight today. It is not a stick, but it is still a cream. The only thing I will say is this packaging is really hard to open and close, especially in the morning for some reason, but it's still kicking it, and I can apply it with my fingers just like the NYX highlight. I know it'll be easy to travel with. It definitely is more of a blinding highlight than the NYX one, so I'm excited about that, kind of a highlighter journey. it is always interesting to see after I finish one of my products and roll in another product how my makeup style changes and how my looks change depending on the products that I use. So I am really excited about just hitting pan on it, but my goal is to use it up. So as I struggle to close it. Okay, you guys, that was my March update from my Rolling 10 pan. I am so excited to use my products for this next month and see how much farther I can get. This year has just been easier for me to do the project than in previous years, and I think it's partially because I know I have the channel and I have you guys cheering me on, so that makes it really easy. But also I think I've just learned more and learned what products worked for me, and I think that that's a really important part of doing project pans and Rolling 10 pans. You find what works for you, you find what doesn't, and you're able to pick products better. With that, I hope you guys have an amazing April, and I hope you had a wonderful March. Hopefully, wherever you live, it is getting warmer out and spring is coming. And if you have really bad allergies like me, start taking your allergy meds now before everything starts to bloom. It'll make your life a lot easier. My filming schedule might look a little different in the next couple weeks because I am going on a work trip next weekend, and then after that is going to be Easter, so I know that it's going to be kind of a little all over the place. I promise you that I'll still be here, I'll still be working on videos, and I will still be uploading in that time. It's just going to look a little different, but thank you so much in advance for being patient with me and for being here. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. It really helps my super small growing channel, and for everyone that is here watching right now, thank you so much. This means the world to me. I'm so happy with the support that I have gotten so far, and I can't wait to keep seeing how it grows. With that, I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next Sunday. Bye, guys. I'm HD now, HD now.